ACB.TO Podcasts.
Good afternoon and welcome to another InvestorIdeas.com podcast, looking at cannabis news, stocks to watch, as well as insights from experts and industry leaders. Today we're looking at announcements from Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, trading on the New York Stock Exchange and TSX as ACB. The Green Organic Dutchman Holdings Limited, trading on the TSX as TGOD and the OTC as TGOD.TO. Virial Health International Incorporated, trading on the CSE as VREO. And Lifestyle Delivery Systems Incorporated, trading on the CSE as LDS and the OTCQX as LDS.CF. But first, William Bo Ringley Jr., Chairman and CEO of Satura Wellness, one of the fastest-growing health and wellness companies in the U.S., today highlighted the need for a change in the policy paradigm related to cannabis, saying that Americans are ready for the full spectrum of medical and wellness benefits of cannabis. Ringley's remarks came during a national thought leader event hosted by news publisher Axios on Shifting the Wellness Paradigm, a conversation on medical cannabis as a health and wellness alternative. At the event, Wrigley discussed how decades of global brand building and a lifelong passion for wellness spurred his interest in the burgeoning cannabis wellness industry and in building a company that he sees as an industry model for the long run. He also offered insights on Satura's rapid growth and expansion to new markets, the science helping doctors and individuals look behind outdated falsehoods about cannabis, and the need for policymakers to establish a workable regulatory and business framework for a dynamic cannabis industry. We're entering a new paradigm related to cannabis. Across the U.S., public perception and support of legal cannabis have shifted rapidly as facts replace outdated myths, Wrigley said. Americans are ready for the full spectrum of medical and wellness benefits of cannabis, and at Satura, we're building a company that can be a role model and a gold standard for the long run. Now policymakers must modernize federal laws to align with the reality that cannabis is and should be part of America's future. Looking next at the Green Organic Dutchman Holdings Limited, who announced that its website, TGOD.TO, has been recognized with two prestigious global awards. TGOD was presented 2 Horizon Interactive Awards for the TGOD.TO website in the categories of Best Responsive/Mobile Website for Gold and Best E-Commerce Website for Bronze. We're thrilled to receive global recognition for our new site, said Brian Natide, CEO of TGOD. Having launched in only December 2018, the fact we're already receiving awards is remarkable. This recognition showcases the importance of not only building a leading digital platform for the cannabis industry, but a platform that competes across all industries. Since 2002, the Horizon Interactive Awards have recognized the best websites, videos, online advertising, print media, and mobile applications. The competition received thousands of entries from around the world, which are then judged by a panel of industry professionals specializing in advertising, marketing, and design to determine which works should be celebrated. Entries are judged based on their design, creativity, technical approach, clarity of message, and overall effectiveness. Next, looking at Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, who today announced an update on the status of the Aurora Sun, the company's latest and largest Sky-class facility, which is currently under construction in Medicine Hat, Alberta. To support rapidly growing global demand for high-quality medical cannabis in Canada and abroad, the facility will be expanded to 1.62 million square feet, representing a 33% increase from its originally planned 1.2 million square feet. With the Sky-class production philosophy proven at Aurora Sky, the company is confident in projecting expected production capacity at Aurora Sun in excess of 230,000 kilograms of high-quality cannabis per year. Aurora's Sky-class facilities are the most technologically advanced in the world. They're not greenhouses, but purpose-built indoor cannabis growth facilities that create the most optimal growing conditions for cannabis. A sophisticated glass roof, rainwater and snowmelt recapture system, and a high level of technology and automation give Aurora full control over the overall anticipated environmental and harvest conditions, resulting in the production of consistently high-yielding, high-quality cannabis at low cost. Aurora Sun represents the next evolution in our Sky-class facility design, delivering massive-scale, low-cost production and consistent high-quality cannabis, said Terry Booth, CEO of Aurora. Particularly in newly open markets, establishing first-mover position and embedding Aurora's market share and brand requires a stable and reliable supply of high-quality cannabis to these markets. The increased scale of Aurora Sun reflects our expectations for the long-term growth in global demand, especially the higher-margin international medical markets, which will be faced with significant supply shortages for the foreseeable future. Sun is also designed with flexibility in mind to enable us to quickly meet changing market demands, particularly as breeding and cultivation technologies evolve and as customer preferences and requirements change. Next, looking at Virial Health International Incorporated, a leading science-focused multi-state cannabis company, who announced that the founder and CEO, Kyle Kingsley, MD, will host a Reddit Ask Me Anything session on Friday, April 12, 2019 at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. The Reddit Ask Me Anything with Dr. Kinsley comes on the heels of several recent company milestones, such as the listing on the Canadian Securities Exchange, the expansion into Arizona medical cannabis market with the acquisition of 4 entities, which together manage the vertically integrated medical cannabis business of license holder Arizona Natural Remedies, the acquisition of the management of Red Barn Growers, a holder of New Mexico's medical cannabis licenses, which is a vertically integrated medical cannabis company operating 2 medical cannabis dispensaries located in Santa Fe and Gallup, New Mexico, and entry into Viro's first adult-use cannabis market through the acquisition of Mayflower Botanicals Incorporated, a registered marijuana dispensary certificate holder in Massachusetts. The Reddit AMA session will provide participants with an opportunity to ask Dr. Kinsley questions about Virial Health and discuss his vision for replacing alcohol, tobacco, and opioids with cannabis. In order to ask questions, participants must have a Reddit account and visit the forum at http://kingsleyama. Lastly, looking at Lifestyle Delivery Systems Incorporated, who announced that its wholly owned subsidiary CSPA Group Incorporated has entered into a 5-year lease agreement for 20,000 square feet of warehouse space at $2 per square foot per month. The new facility will be used to expand the company's transportation and distribution operations in Adelanto, California. The requirement to increase the square footage for CSPA Group Incorporated's transportation and distribution operations is dictated by the expected start of operations of Highway 395 dispensary and the 420 Prime delivery service, which are currently scheduled for the third quarter of 2019. The new facility is conveniently located and on-lot adjacent to the current Adelanto manufacturing facility, removing the need to engage third-party transportation services, as well as allowing the company to use its current armed security services at both locations, significantly reducing the cost that would be required at any other location. The company estimates its initial transportation and distribution space requirements to be approximately 10,000 square feet, which will allow the company to sublease an unused portion of the building until increased space is required. Brad Eckenweller, CEO of LDS, stated that this additional facility will allow for significant market growth in all CSPA Group's product lines, as well as the products from Core Isogenics Incorporated. The warehouse will hold inventory of both raw material and finished products and will include an environmentally controlled storage space for seeds and seedlings. The availability of this facility is certainly timely for our operations. Not only is it located in the green zone, but the proximity to our manufacturing space will allow us to easily coordinate transportation and distribution of our products, saving us time and tens of thousands of dollars in transportation and security costs.
That's all for today's podcast. Podcast is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated CM certification. InvestorIdeas.com podcasts are also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and TuneIn. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded that all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment. Investor Ideas does not condone the use of cannabis except where permissible by law. Our site does not possess, distribute, or sell cannabis products.